What's up, everyone, and welcome to an all-new microtransaction. I'm your host, Liquid, here today, and joining me, I have Master Chief himself, or the weapon, or Cortana, or the Harbinger / Arbiter. I have Chris. I got Chris with me. Chris, what's good? What's up, man?
Hi, guys. I'm apparently everything and yet nothing. So fitting for us talking about Halo Infinite today.
Sorry.
Well, it is what it is.
But, like you mentioned, we are talking about Halo Infinite today. It could be some good things, but it's probably going to be some bad things.
Crap baskets.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Halo, they released a new update. There were some good things involved. There were some bad things involved, but most importantly, we want to know because they fixed all the issues that we had, right?
It's perfect.
The game works to a T.
After 6 years plus of production, everything is perfect.
Yeah, we got a great game. All of our manglers work. You know what I'm saying?
The mangler works. I can't stress to you enough. The mangler works.
Yeah, the mangler works a little too good. But no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting you guys all hyped up, hot, and bothered. We're talking about the issues here. Halo released or Halo Waypoint. They released their update. They usually do this every so often, where they tell us what's on the horizon, and they gave us some good things. I'd say some good things. They gave us some pretty good things, but they also gave us some bad things. All right. So, Chris, what do you got for? How you feeling so far?
Okay, I'm going to talk about my current feeling of Halo. Beginning before this update and leading into this update. All right, I'll make it quick. Me and Liquid, Matt and Justin, other two people, my brother, are my friend, but also more importantly, Patreons of the show. We play together as a team. We're working on the teamwork and stuff like that. Like, maybe we want to play Orlando for fun. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We want to, but do we really? We're a bunch of old heads, but do we? You know, you want to show some... Do I want to be the squad of 4 of young bucks and just show them like the old man still got it? Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds exciting, actually.
It just sounds pretty cool when I said it out loud. Yeah. Anyway, but I feel like Halo Infinite does his very best job to not make me want to enjoy Halo Infinite with my friends. Ooh. Because at the time, I'm playing and I want to get better and I do this and I don't play other games that work like Elden Ring play games that don't work like Halo, where disconnection issues are running rampant. And especially in my particular situation, I play on the Xbox. The 3 people I play with are on PC. And PC disconnections, going to our first bullet point, are running rampant. Yeah. Liquid, tell me how you feel as a PC player disconnecting all the fucking time.
All right. Well, like you said, Halo Infinite, it's so funny because you probably heard us talk about Halo Infinite in such a positive sense because it was, right? The honeymoon phase is kind of over now. Yeah, so it's really over. That being said, yes, there's been several issues that we're kind of tired of and really want to talk about. Chris mentioned the disconnects, and that's exactly what I want to get into here. As being a PC player, I disconnect if I'm playing a game probably at least twice a night while we're playing it for a good session. And I'm talking about not even that many games. I'm talking about like 6 games probably.
Yes. Like
6 games, I'm probably getting crashed out of 2 of them. And like you said, 3 out of the 4 of us are playing on PC. So it's not just me. It's me. It could be Matt. It could be Justin. It could be any one of us that get crashed here.
I disconnected as an Xbox player one time.
That's the point I was trying to get to as well. Yes, as a Xbox was supposed to have technically I would say the more optimized version of the game and hardware. Even you've gotten crashed out of it. So
yeah, it's far less than my PC
without brethrens. Yeah, when an Xbox user gets crashed, it's a sort of a rare thing. But even the fact that it happens though just kind of goes to show the state that we're in right now. It's not a good one. No. So yeah, like you said, I can't stand it. The disconnects are constantly happening. There's nothing more demoralizing than getting into a game of ranked with your friends, expecting to try to rank up. You're trying to go for that Onyx, right? And then you get disconnected. Here you are, you're winning game after game after game, getting 3 points here, 2 points here, maybe some 5 points here, and then you just crash to lose an automatic 20 points. It's terrible.
I've seen Matt lose like half to 75% of part of his bar.
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. I was like a diamond 5, right? A little more than halfway. I would say almost 2/3 of the way to diamond 6, and I crashed twice, and I'm down to diamond 4 after playing 6 games.
Out of your control.
Yeah, nothing in my control at all. And even for those who do get disconnected, that's not even that's not the person. Like if I'm playing with Matt, for example, he gets disconnected. Well, I'm just like, well, damn. Now we're playing a 4v3. We're gonna lose, so we're gonna lose points there again. So it's just
and there's no disconnection forgiveness.
Right, nothing you can do about it. So that it blows. It really blows. It almost makes me not want to play the game.
Dude, we were both simultaneously at the point. Like especially this week before the updates that we will get to later.
Yes.
Where we're like, because I had a situation where I was rocking the game. Your boy was out there. He was well over positive 10. I had well over 10 assists. I was just murking. Okay. I had a game where like everything felt good. You're making all the right decisions and you're going. My teammates weren't as good. But it's one of those things that put me in the position where I'm there and I'm trying to lead the fucking game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Where you're like, yo, this game is gonna be won or lost on my ability to outslay the team. And I'm like, good. Because that's where I want the burden of responsibility, right?
Right.
So we're in overtime, right? Okay. It got there, and I'm like, I'm on top mid on Aquarius, spawn killing, rocking it, just calling. I'm like, we're about to set up for the flag. The guy goes to grab the flag, and then he disconnects.
Oh my god!
And I can see it happen in real time.
You hate to see it,
and I can see it because I'm top mid, slaying, and I'm like. He DC'd.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh no. He DC'd. Like I said, it was a tight game, so they ripped through our defenses. We lost the game, and at the end, I wasn't mad that we lost. I was mad at myself. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah. Like, what did you expect?
And as I want to say, probably the most hardcore Halo fan I know is me. And when I'm saying it, you got a big fucking problem.
Yeah, 100%. Chris is one of the bigger Halo fans that I know. And don't get me wrong, Infinite... What happened?
Bigger. Who's bigger? I'll fight you.
Oh, probably like a streamer or something. Yeah. But yeah, like, and even like... So this game focuses a lot on games of service, for example, right? There's a lot of money involved here. You know, you buy armor coatings, which I've been a big fan of. I've been buying a lot of things here. But when you get these disconnects here, it makes you not want to buy it. Or, hell, when you feel like the lack of the games of service is an issue as well. There's just, like, you're paying for something that's just not even there. You're lacking of said service for a game that's supposed to be a game of service.
Yeah. It's atrocious.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of people's first soiree into games of service, because that is happening.
Yes.
There's Halo fans that just play Halo, my brother included. He hasn't played an Apex. He hasn't played Valorant. Like, he hasn't played these other games where, like, this is more of a thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, what service am I getting? Because he's thinking about it the way you should be thinking about it, like a Netflix.
Yeah.
Like a Hulu.
Yeah, sure.
I pay for a service, I get the thing.
Yeah, I get the service.
Yeah. And he's like, what service am I getting? What your update is you fixing more of your own shit that's broken, but I'm not getting anything fucking new? Yeah. Because there was a rank reset. Mm-hmm. And then that update was just fixing shit that was broken. Nothing new.
No, definitely not. You still got the, for example, melee. When melees you try to register melees, or even players that you're just shooting, you see that you're shooting, you're getting blood shots, but nothing's happening. Like, they're not taking any damage. Like I said, there's nothing worse than seeing someone who's one shot, or at least they have shields and you're trying to drop them down to 0 shields. You melee them, and absolutely you get the sound, you get the feel, you get everything except for the result. You get everything but the result. Something that Halo, the melee, just the melee system, something that was part of Halo since the dawn of time. Like
it's part of the Bungie has coined the 30-second dance.
Okay, that's the respawn.
No, the shooting, the grenade, the melee.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds of fun.
Yeah, okay, yeah, shooting, you got your grenade, you got your melee. Bungie and Bungie, great studio. They know, I think they know what they're doing when it comes to stuff like that. They kind of created Halo, right? So yeah, I mean, you still got these issues there. Cheaters are another thing. Now, I feel like it's more higher tier. Like I don't.
You
feel
see, Liquid.
Oh, I'm getting corrected. Let's go.
The thing is, I know where you're. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, please.
Liquid's saying to a higher level of people that normally we don't play.
Right.
That's not true.
Oh.
Because me and Matthew, we looked at videotape and we came across 2 cheaters. We're like, oh, that guy's cheating. Because towards the end of our season, we started playing consistently 1,800 Onyx players.
I did. And you told me in the very beginning.
No,
right?
I'm talking about the end of the reset.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where we were starting to get where hackers and cheaters are honestly at. You're starting to deal with the realm of these people. We were playing against people with over 2,000 RP, which is very high for those who don't know. And this is the upper echelon of Onyx players, and you're like, oh, dang, like, oh no, what reward do I get for mastering this game to hitting the very apex, pun intended, level in this game? I meet cheaters and modders, and it doesn't matter how well I do because they can see me through a wall.
Yep, they can see you through a wall. They could shoot at your head all the time at the aimbot, you know, and you can't do anything about it.
And you know, like this is the games of service. That this is what they went away from getting that $60 retail thing that we've been accustomed to as Halo, and they switched it, and we're getting this, and it's like, what's the point?
Yeah.
And me and Liquid at the same time were feeling this sense of hopelessness, of dread.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then 343 came out with some updates.
They did. They came out with some updates, some announcements on their Halo Waypoint, which is something they do. They do it every now and then. You know, they could. Well, I say that because there was a point, and granted, I know this was Christmas time, New Year's, where they were just dead silent. Now, granted, they were probably taking a break, that's fine.
Much deserved.
Yeah, sure, much deserved, much needed. I'm sure there was a few people that looked like they needed some sleep on that studio, so absolutely. But hey, we're now 3rd month in the new year, or you know what I'm saying, so it's what are we doing now? So let's see here. We've gotten some. We found out what the new, or what season 2 is going to be, which was dubbed Lone Wolves, if I'm not mistaken, which I thought was fitting for King Shadow, patron of the show, since he likes to go run off and do his own thing a lot of times.
BK
Bastard. But you get new armors, right? You get new armors here, some clean looking armors.
Yeah,
too.
the 2 armors they showed looked pretty.
Yeah, it was a little concept art. You had one guy with a knife there, a little bendy knife. I don't know what those knives are called.
There's a name, I forget what. I think it starts with a K, but I'm not sure.
Is it kunais?
No, it's like I think
kunais is like the ninja stuff, right?
Yeah.
You throw. Yeah, that's not okay. It's not
this ain't Naruto.
No, it's not. Naruto does have kunais, but yeah, it's a bendy knife. It's the knife that has the little bend at the end.
It's on Emil's shoulder. You guys seen it?
Oh yeah, it is on Emil's shoulder. Yeah, Emil rocks that knife. For those who don't know, Emil's skull helmet. You know, you get it. But yeah, so you got him with a knife, and so the armor's looking dope. They look really cool. And there's one thing I gotta say, I think some of the armors, you know, Halo does release some pretty cool looking armors. Like
the Tenrai armor, awesome.
Yeah, dude, some of the most amazing armors I think are available there. So it gets you excited because it just goes, hey, let's see some more. I just want to see what they got in the chamber next, you know. So the new armors is good. They mentioned new game types.
Much needed game types.
Not only much needed, but Chris, a return of King of the Hill. Did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, I'm excited for King of
the Hill. That is wild.
Because the hill's gonna be in little different spots, which means the rotation of maps are gonna be totally different.
No
and for
way.
like the sweaty BKs that we are, we get really excited because I'm like, oh, they're not like I think about like map on like Recharge.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have the hill on B with the 4 pillars sticking out. That's too much cover. They have to move the B spawn around. around. And I'm like, oh man, where's it gonna end up now? And I'm like, that makes me.
What if it's
excited.
like in a pit, like just in the middle of like
it could
nothing, just down there. Like,
it could be like if we go pit. Talking about pit, in pit, bottom was below, like it was like not bottom middle, but it was like bottom like sword bridge.
Where the OS was at the overshield.
Yeah, like right in front of that.
Yeah.
It was under sword bridge.
Right.
Yeah, so like it's down there, but like you see, it's like a risk reward and stuff like that. So they're gonna put stuff in different places. It's gonna change the way you attack situations, and I feel like it's. Like new game types, I thought we were always gonna get new game types.
Oh yeah.
I did not think, getting a little ahead of ourselves, that we were gonna get new maps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I didn't. Like people were like, how do you feel about it? And I was like, I didn't think we were getting new maps at all.
Really?
No, 100%.
See, I feel like we needed new maps. Like
Were we gonna get them? No.
Okay. Because I feel like if we don't get new maps, this game is dead in the water. Like, yeah. If you didn't think it was dead before, it's definitely dead now. So, okay, so we're getting some new maps. I think they showed 2. One for Big Team Battle.
Before we get to the maps. It's King of the Hill. And also, they did a little wink of the nod to not a Battle Royale free-for-all, but a Battle Royale free-for-all.
Yeah, they described what seemed like a Battle Royale, but yet they didn't call it or dub it or label it as Battle Royale.
And we do know I forgot the name of the studio, I'm blanking on it. They are working on a whole different mode for Halo. And
this is a separate studio?
A separate studio altogether. Okay. And
I like that.
So it's just like, is this a prototype? Is this the beginning of something? Like, and it just lets you know. I think 343 100% like, yo, we gotta come out with a battle royale. Because the scent you hear of a battle royale, everyone's ears perk up.
Right, and it'll bring some more new eyes to the game. Probably bring some returning players.
No,
back.
They don't gotta worry about new eyes. They gotta bring back the old eyes.
No, I'm sure they'll bring back the old eyes as well. I think it'll bring back both. Is what I'm trying to get at. I think both will come through.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Does that wrap up new game types?
Yes.
Okay. And we've seen attrition. That was very similar to a battle royale. That felt very similar. So we know what's in there. We know there's something there.
The pieces are there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get into maps. We mentioned new maps. We got a new battle or big team battle map and a new arena style map. Now, I saw a little bit. They just showed like 2 screenshots, right? I think that's all we've got. Mm-hmm. When I saw the new map, it gave me Narrows vibes from Halo 3. What do you think?
I agree.
Okay. Nice.
It gave me Narrows vibes, but that's also Forerunner structures, and I know how
very bluish,
very
blue metal.
Yeah, but people love it, so I'm not knocking it. Mm-hmm. Which is okay, which is fine. Right. I don't want them to do a Narrows because they also in this update we have notes here, but they talked about how they're doing Forge and there's going to be Forge flights essentially for the game. Like it's going to be very close group, but like Forge flights. And once Forge drops in season 3, which is weird that we're talking about season 3. Yeah. Whatever, because season 3 is like 90 days away. And I'm like, this game could have no one give a shit in 90 days.
It's a good point.
But the arena game thing, I'm excited for. What I'm more excited for is the Big Team Battle map. Because Big Team Battle needs love so bad. Because they have, 2-3 maps for Big Team Battle?
I want to say 2, but I don't know. It could be 3.
And they need it so bad.
Well, after the debacle they had last, Big Team Battle was down for a long time. Is it still down or no?
No, they more or less fixed it.
Okay, good. But yeah, it was down for a long time. So yeah, I think for those two, especially that is arguably your biggest fan base is Big Team Battle. That's where the majority probably your money is coming from. Yeah, you got to show them some love. You got to give them a little extra credit there as well. Us personally, we're not Big Team Battle guys at all. Don't get me wrong, whenever we have a little more than 4 people, we'll jump into some BTB and we'll have a blast.
No, we won't have a blast. We'll have fun. Liquid will complain about it the entire time.
I do. Okay, let me. I complain about it, but it comes from a loving place, dude. Like
of rage.
Yeah, it's rage. However, but it's like for example, like a Razorback. Like, so I love the Razorback. Mm-hmm. I think it's underrated. I don't think enough people talk about it, use it, utilize it. It holds your flag and does it all. And mind you, yeah, I don't need the shooting part. I just need that extra defense.
Oh, okay.
It's got the Razor's back. You know what I'm saying? Also, my Warthog, my Razorback, my other Warthog with the other weapon on it, the Warthog 2. I have different skins on each.
The Goss
Warthog? The Goss Warthog, yeah. The Ryan Gosling of Warthogs. The Ryan Gosling. Yeah, so the Gosling Warthog. I have skins for each, so I'm ready. Once we get into Big Team Battle, your boy is ready. Like,
I go out of my way and I don't buy Big Team Battle skins, so I have skins for all of them. I'm like, I'm good now.
See, I have skins for everything, and then Big Team Battle, I'm like, okay, this is my just in case skins.
And you're like the biggest person who hates Big Team Battle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. But I just got to be prepared. I'm the biggest person against Big Team Battle. I don't like Big Team Battle. On top of that,
this is the person I work with.
On top of that, I'm pissed about them like just charging us for little nooks and crannies or armor coatings for specific things. Yet I keep freaking buying. I'm part of the problem. I get that, but when Big Team Battle comes around and that new map comes around, you better believe your boy's gonna have a skin on that Razorback. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. I gotta be prepared. You know, I even got different wheels.
Do you really?
I do, which pisses me off because the wheels that I have only work for the Warthog. They don't work for the Razorback or the Ryan Gosling Warthog.
Good. Use the Warthog.
That pisses me off, dude.
Good. I'm just saying I'm so happy for Big Team Battle people because big BTB folk need love too.
They deserve it.
Yeah. So good for them. Now, one map for each. I think that's okay.
Right.
Some other people are pissed off about it because some people wanted up to 5 maps, and I'm like, you're
Jesus
crazy.
Christ. Okay, so they want a map pack, which is essentially what Call of Duty does. They do 4 to 5
Halo
maps.
used to do.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get over that.
No.
That's not gonna
I think like if you look at the data mine stuff, there were like 6-7 maps in total.
It's so funny
and that's data mine stuff.
It's funny you mentioned how you didn't expect any maps. Yeah, people out there expecting 5 maps. This is wild.
Because I don't know. I think the problem with I didn't think a new map would fix the problems Halo had.
I gotcha. No, yeah, the problems go deeper than just the map.
Yeah, and I, as a more comp player, don't feel the strain of maps because I'm trying to learn the inches of every map.
Completely.
Like I'm like, do I need a new map? I'm like, I haven't mastered this map.
I agree.
And I know you're like, oh, Chris, you know the names and the colors, isn't that it? Like, you stupid idiot.
Yeah.
Like, no. I'm like, I need to know the 3 different ways to go into this room and deal with the situation on what weapon that person has as I walk into.
I need to know these angles. I need to know these jump ups, these little shortcuts. I need to have every acceptable edge than the other guy has. Yes. So absolutely.
Yeah. So like, I'm like, when people are like new maps, I feel like it's more of a casual outcry, which is okay. But I think for present room included, like it's a non-factor.
Right.
So I guess I'll just go into it.
Yeah, please.
The thing that hurt me the most.
No. Probably both of us.
Co-op campaign delayed.
Yeah.
Still coming out season 2.
Right.
Just sometime in season 2.
Right. They just said later in season 2, from my understanding. And it's funny. It sucks because it's not funny. It sucks because I've been holding off. Like, I beat the campaign, but I've been holding off on like playing Legendary. I've been holding off on trying to collect the skulls. I've been holding off on trying to like do almost anything. I just want to run through the story, just for the sake of doing so. because I want to play with my fucking friends. That's all I want, dude. I just want to play with my friends. And the thing is, we've seen people do it already. And
co-op campaign works.
So which begs the question: what do we do? Like, what are we waiting on?
The thing is, apparently there's problems. This is unconfirmed sources. Wink 343 totally didn't let this out. Wink. That when you start having one Spartan run one way and one Spartan run another way, and because of the side of map, things start breaking the more you do this.
Well, that makes sense.
Because you're doing it, and let's just say you decide to bring 4 Marines with you or 8 Marines with you.
And they're all going separate ways.
Things start a crumble.
Yeah, the whole world just explodes.
And then think about if you get in special weapons now.
Ooh. Wow.
So, that's the problem. Co-op works right now. And the thing is, they're also trying to implement couch co-op.
Okay. So I always thought they had couch co-op though.
No, Halo 5 didn't have couch co-op.
Oh no, I'm saying there's Halo Infinite. I thought it always had couch co-op.
No.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, they're doing that, and that's something. Okay, and I know I'm gonna get blasted for saying this.
Okay.
But couch co-op. If couch co-op is getting in the way of me getting co-op early, I don't need couch fucking co-op.
I think I agree. I agree with you, and yeah, it sucks but I do agree with you. If I had brothers or sisters that I lived with, then maybe not. But at this point in my life, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I could care less.
Yeah, and I like that's such a small percentage of people who play the game. It's
right.
not a make or break it, and there's a reason why There's a reason why campaign co-op is getting pushed back and these multiplayer things are coming forward. Because most people play the multiplayer, and co-op and story stuff like this is secondary.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I understand why they need to do it, because they want more story campaign stuff in the game and they want you to experience that with people. But it's just like unfortunate, because you want these shared experiences and stuff like that, but like it shouldn't halt progress.
Right.
Like right now, hey, I just need co-op campaign. I just need it to work. But I think they're thinking 3 steps ahead, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I don't see 3 steps ahead. I can't imagine 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, we can't see 3 steps ahead. Halo won't allow us to see 3 steps ahead. So yeah, no, I agree with you there. Like with what we're seeing now, there's no way we could see 3 steps ahead. So great, that's cool and all. They're seeing it, but yeah, that's not for us.
And apparently, the word beyond the grapevine is that 343 Industries right now, everyone is super agitated there.
Really?
Because this is a games of service. And their service is being considered bad. And it's not like that you pay $60 to get into the game.
Right.
And the thing is, Halo's numbers, they're still getting hundreds of thousands of people playing.
Okay.
The problem is they're not staying on the game for long. They do their games. They do maybe their 6 games max. And they leave.
Sounds like us. Yeah.
So, and they're like, damn, people aren't playing for hours at a time. They're playing for like an hour at a time.
Oh, okay.
And like, ooh, that's not good, because you can't separate people's money from their wallet at 30 minutes a clip.
Yeah, exactly. You want to keep them on there as long as possible. You want to try to take advantage of whatever wallet or whatever money they have, keep them on there, keep them returning to the product as long as possible. So yeah, no, terrible.
So Liquid, I gotta ask you,
yeah.
Season 2, we talked the details. Now generally, does this give you hope?
If you would have asked me this a few months ago, I would have said yes. At this point though, no. I'm seeing right now, I went from seeing what I felt was an honest, like just forthcoming 343. Hey guys, we need some more time. Bear with us. We thank you for your patience. That very understanding, almost in a sense breaking the internet. Now, I feel like we're seeing the same thing that we saw before. It's just like these these hollow promises is the best way I could describe it. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't have too much hope. Whatever happens. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of like going with the flow, which sucks because I don't want to be that way, and which sucks because like I was so impressed by this Halo, because I had I thought I was gonna be playing Battlefield this year. I thought I was gonna be playing Call of Duty. Then I thought that was gonna suck. Battlefield. Then that really sucked. Then I thought Halo was my go-to. And I'm gonna be honest. There's times that I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'd rather be playing Apex right now, and I'll get on Apex and play some Apex with some friends.
I think it's totally normal.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't want that. I don't want that.
Well, if you're comparing Apex to Halo, like, do you have a game that's into their season 9 compared to the game that hasn't hit their season 2?
Right.
So it's totally like, if we're being like, if I'm not being a fanboy and I'm calling a spade, you win it to the market, fam. And guess what? There is an Apex, there is a Call of Duty, there is a Fortnite that has been doing what you're trying to do.
Right. This is life. It's happened already.
We can use the excuse you just started that only happens for so long.
Right.
I like the way I feel about it, because the people have asked me like, how do you feel about it? And I feel like this is a small step in the right direction.
Okay.
I think more needs to happen. And I think this is the very small first step to do so.
Okay.
Am I hopeful? Yes. Am I also realistic that this could be the good times? Yes. That's the sad part.
Okay. Well, yeah, it is sad. But I do like your optimism.
And is it uncalled? Or like where people leave games and come back to them? We've seen it happen with Escape from Tarkov. We've seen it happen with Apex. We've seen it happen to Call of Duty. So, can people come back to Halo? 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Will it happen? I think so.
Okay.
Maybe not to the scale it was.
Right.
But I think people will come back. Because right now, there's a lot of people that are like in the zeitgeist. This is my closing thoughts. Where people are like, hey, right now, I finished the battle pass. There's nothing for me.
Right.
I'll come back next season.
Exactly. I'll chill out. I'll be back
next season. And a lot of people have that mentality. And I can't fault anyone for thinking
right. Like, if it wasn't for my friends who play ranked.
And he loves the game.
I like the game a lot. But if it wasn't for my friends, because like if there was nobody else playing this, I wouldn't be playing it. Like, that's a 100% guarantee. I would not be playing this. And
would you be playing Call of Duty?
Most likely. That's how crazy this sounds. Yes.
Do you think Call of Duty right now is in a better state than Halo is?
For single player, I would say so. For me personally, I would say so. Like, just because
that's wild.
It is wild, and I don't like this Call of Duty. That's the crazier thing about it. Like, you probably won't see me as much on Call of Duty, like how I used to play. I used to play religiously, like every day, every night. I used to pop in Call of Duty. Don't do it anymore. But if this was, let's say, if none of my friends were playing ranked, I would have been playing Elden Ring, Horizon, Gran Turismo. I would probably even been playing Forza over Halo, to be honest with you. And I'll just play whenever someone was playing. Like I said, the only thing that's keeping me coming back is my friends. That's it. That's really it.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, 343. Your lucky friendship fucking exists.
All right, Liquid. You ready to send these kids home?
I want to leave you off per usual. Love each other. Take care. But above all else, just be cool.
And this has been a microtransaction.